Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores. We have a quorum. If y'all don't mind, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Flores.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank y'all. The Rams basketball team got, they got beat last night. I think they were already in the playoffs. They got beat last night, but Comstock, I think
they won, so they're on to the next.
By district, is what I had, by district champ. So congratulations, to both teams, for having a good season, and congratulations to Comstock, for winning their by district. And I think you've been going to their games, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty exciting. All right.
The girls are incredible.
Really?
Yeah, they're aggressive. Meaner than the boys.
It's always like that, though. Okay. Item 5, approving motion approved. Motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 6, citizens' comments. I have none. Is anybody wanting, none? No action needed. Item 7, there is no treasurer's report, no action needed. Let's do the hot tax, if you don't mind. That way, the other one, if we get into a lengthy conversation, we can, but we have individuals here for the hot tax funds. Item 10, we're going to go to item 10. Discussion possible action on hot tax policy. There's the first page on there. It's straight out of what the state of Texas says that we can use hot tax money for. We had a policy review committee meeting yesterday, and on the second page and on the third page, there's some stuff that's been redlined. This I'd already given to you a couple weeks ago. Everything that has a red line through it, we'll take it out. It'll be, the first page will be submitted in there. Basically, it gives us the restrictions, what we can and cannot do with hot tax money. Part of the conversation that we had in there on, where it says page 2, that the second page is redlined. It says county policy on funding. This was something that the committee thought was important. We can pre-fund, which means that when somebody comes to us and wants money, if the court approves a dollar amount, once they turn in a form, which there's forms in here that we've never really had before. They just always turn in an invoice or something, but there's actually forms attached now. We can go ahead, if the court approves a dollar amount and the organization is a 501c3 or 501c, and is a nonprofit, we can pre-fund those individuals once they turn in what the funds are going to be used for. Which this is going to be, if we approve this will be different to what we've done in the past, because we've always, people would come in, ask for money. They bring us what it's going to be for before the event, and then we go back and we get a check written. This one here is going to be different. If the court approves it, if you're a nonprofit, we will continue to do that. If you are a for-profit and not a 501c3 or C, you will have to, after the event, come back and bring us what you spent the money on, or what you want to get reimbursed for. So it's different than what we've done in the past. To give you an example, George Paul's on here. Usually he's about a $4,800 check. He comes in, asks for it, or we put an item on the agenda. We go in and we approve it, and then usually within the week I get a paperwork from him saying that this is what I'm going to use it on, and there's a check, there's a PO issued, and then there's a check written. That will not happen if the court approves what the policy committee said was that the event will have to happen, and then they'll have to bring us checks and there's gonna have to be more proof of what you spent the money on. Okay?
I'm good with that.
Okay. Also, if you keep going through here, there is a post, which we've never had, a post-event form that will need to be filled out. As you go through it, I mean, it tells you there, invoices, proof of payment, tiered checks. Yeah. Bottom line is, the committee went over it yesterday. Commissioner Garcia had concerns at the beginning when he first came in about the policy that we had, or not had, because all we were doing was going by state standards. This right here gives us the ability, the rules are clear. And at the end of the day, the court still has the discretion to award an amount to anybody that comes forward and needs it or is asking for it, but we still have the discretion to award or not to award. And also, the dollar amount is also at the discretion of the court. Did I miss anything?
No.
We good?
I'm good.
Okay. So again, it was the policy, I'd given it to you a couple of weeks ago. Like Commissioner Garcia said yesterday, we're coming in sort of hot and heavy with this. But what was changed was what we redlined, we took out, and then we just put in what the state actually said we could use the money for versus a lot of conversation. If y'all are okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
I'll entertain a motion
Make a motion to approve the new hot tax policy.
I'll second.
have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get to item 11. Discussion and possible action on using hot tax funds for Brooks Blossoming Hope for Childhood Cancer Foundation. The previous years we've given, 10,000. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Okay. And this is what they're asking for again, is the 10,000. We actually visited yesterday on, policy committee with this, for this specific item, and it will fit the needs, even though a lot of the individuals, when they come in, are staying outside of the city limits.
Motion to approve, Judge, the 10K. And just a question, how much do we have available in the hot tax account?
It depends which account you look at, but,
But more or less,
I'll
how
tell you
much
right
money do we have to work with?
now. Go ahead. I have a motion. Can I get a second?
I'll get a second.
Second, Commissioner. I printed it, but I left it on my desk.
We'll keep that in mind.
Just the county deal, not the city one. Don't tell them the city one. Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. I did print it, but I didn't bring it. You want to go and take a vote on it?
Yeah,
Can we get that information while she's looking on that? Y'all okay with
Yes,
that?
sir.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Yes, ma'am. Did you want to say something?
Thank you. And I wanted
Okay.
to invite you all to come. I have a flyer.
If you don't mind, and we always get a picture. That's one of these, y'all don't mind. Now, come on up.
You want to help me?
Now, come on around.
Please don't touch me. We're hoping to reach $100,000 what we can do.
Thank you. Y'all want to come around?
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello?
Thank you. Now, come on in.
Thank you.
We don't fight. We're gonna be fine. Squish, squish.
All right. Smiles. Right there, one more. Hang on, we gotta get her. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys so much.
6 years.
Great barbecue.
We'll try to be there. Thank y'all, and thank y'all for everything y'all do. Appreciate it. Thank you. I like your boots.
Thank you.
Huh? She is, right. She's getting tall.
I have that figure for you, 64,500.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't say something. I thought it was about 75 when I looked at the picture, so, at the paper. Okay, item 12, discussion possible action on hot tax funds for George Paul Memorial Bull Riding. They always ask for 4,800. I will go through the conversation that we had yesterday, and we've had probably every year that I've been here, either the commissioner as judge. This is a for-profit, organization, and we've given them the same amount almost every year that I've been here, either as commissioner or judge. There's always been concerns that are we giving it to a group and it's a for-profit. My conversation has always been that when you look at Placer and you look at tools that we have, that the previous court and this court have paid for with the chamber, with both chambers, and the city, it actually shows how many people come into our community. You know, it is for profit, but I do think that it's necessary to help them with whatever we can, promote our city and to promote our community, which it does. And you look at the amount of people that come in because of this event, I just think it's necessary for us to be part of it. When you look at what we charge for the fairgrounds, and this is a conversation that we had yesterday, when you look at what we charge at the fairgrounds, what it costs us to help put this event on, once we give them the $4,800 if the court decides to, this event ends up costing the county, Valverde County, money. But the benefit I think that we end up with, because there's so many people that come in to our community and they spend money on fuel, on water, motel rooms and everything else. They eat, they stay here for 2 or 3 days. I think it's a necessity, and I think we need to go ahead and move forward with this.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I will second that, Judge.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. Any other comments? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 13, discussion possible action on using the HOT funds. I should help me put on my glasses. HOT funds in the amount of $6,500 for the 3rd annual Border Classic Team Roping Cook-Off.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Will, can you give me a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
I have a problem with the amount, and we've already had this conversation. We had it at the beginning. We give Bobby Paul or George Paul 4,800, and they're asking here for 6,500. When you look at the amount of people that the different events are going to bring in, I personally rather not give them the $6,500. I think we set a threshold with George Paul, but it's up to the court.
Judge, could I chime in on this,
Yes, sir,
on
please.
this item? Judge, so last year we gave it, our promotions, I believe, $10,000. I did look up, Judge, a lot of their invoices that they brought in, towards the county as, supporting documentation, which was part of our motion last time. They brought in a lot of invoices with Mexican pesos. Is that allowed to be as documentation, Judge?
Well,
And then,
it's dollars that they spent, so yes.
And then I noticed they had an invoice for heavy-duty arena panels. Is that able to be used, paying with hot tax funds money, Judge?
We're getting close to the edge.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I had seen that until I got all the support documentation, which to me was not, I didn't think that was justifiable, documentation. And again, my problem was with most of the invoices coming back with, in Mexican pesos. And I just didn't see, what we had asked for, last time that we had it on the agenda.
And again, I think it is a for-profit. I do think that it's a worthwhile event. I just think that when you look at at Placer and everything like that, when you look at what we're already giving, the 4,800, I have a hard time going above that. Anybody else before we do anything?
What is their attendance compared to the George Paul?
Sure.
What is their, like, attendance compared with George Paul? Is it half, is it a third?
I looked it up yesterday. It was 52, or it was 5,200 on the second day at George Paul and 1,000 at the Border Classic.
So a fifth.
A fifth, less than a fifth.
So what if we gave them a fifth of what we gave George Paul?
It's,
Would that be-
it's up to y'all. I just don't want to go above George Paul,
That's correct.
but it's up
It's
to
open for
y'all.
a motion, Judge.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, Judge, that we, for item number 13, that we allot $1,000, as fund tax money.
All right. I have a motion. Commissioner Vasquez, do I have a second? Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries. Just 1,000, sir. 1,000? All right. Thank y'all. Okay, we're gonna go back up to item 8. Discussion possible action to clarify or to modify order for lighting on new subdivisions. Some of the conversations that we had on, lighting, was that if you were doing a new subdivision, the developer must put up the lights. Part of the but we did not have the conversation if there's already an existing road. In my opinion, the 2 subdivisions that I've done, or 3 subdivisions that I've done outside of the city limits, I'm just going to use me as an example. I went in there and, because I was creating a street, even before we had anything in place, we actually put up lights. We put up lights, well, I take it back. We paid for the expense of putting up the light, and then the city, signed a contract, or not city, the county signed a contract that they would, pay for the monthly or annual or whatever. But as a developer, I ended up paying for the lights because I created a street.
Correct.
So I think that if a developer or anybody goes to do a subdivision and you're going to create a street, then you must do the mailboxes, the lights, stop signs, signage, and everything like that. But if you're not creating a street, then how do we make them put up a light? And then, I'm going to separate this from the other items because we need to take care of this first. Again, my opinion would be is if a developer, comes in with a subdivision and goes to add a street to our road logs, then he should have to go through the process of paying for whatever the cost is for the lights. If you're replatting a piece of property in order to sell lots or sell smaller tracts, and it is adjacent to a street that already has lights, then the developer shouldn't have to put up lights. That's just my comment. We have 2 examples, 2 members of the court right now that have subdivided, tracks along an existing street. I don't believe that it's right that whether you're a member of the court or not, but I don't believe that we should make a developer put up lights on an existing street that already has lights. If that makes any sense.
What if it doesn't have lights?
Well, then I still don't think that the developer should have to put up lights on an existing street that at the end of the day, we failed as a court by not putting lights up on a subdivision, or on an existing street. I think we failed as a court.
Okay, because this is
No,
going to
we're
affect
having
me a
a
lot.
conversation.
Yeah, this is going to affect me a lot in precinct 3 because there's a lot of undeveloped land on county roads. So, let's just say hold up pass. There's a lot of undeveloped land on hold up pass. So let's say someone were to subdivide all that and they say, oh, well, that's an existing road. I don't have to put up any lights. But by creating their subdivision, they're creating the demand for the light because they're going to be bringing in more people. So I think they should put up street lights, even existing road or not. Even if they're not creating new streets, they are creating new demand for services and demand for street lights.
And I will stick to the comment that I just said a little while ago. If there is a street and we have no lights on it, then we failed as a court.
but I can't put lights up all hold up pass. I would burn my entire budget putting lights over 130 miles of road in precinct 3 in anticipation of something being subdivided. I mean, it would be ridiculous for me to put up lights all over this undeveloped property.
Judge, this one here is very simple. I mean, they're existing lights. The only thing taking place here, we're upgrading the arms. They're short arms, 4-foot arms. And, what I asked is for 10-foot arms that'll light up the road, not the shoulder. But there's lights there. I mean, in the court,
So let's
if
do
they don't
this.
wanna pass it, that's fine. There's lights right
Let's
right
do
now.
this. And this would solve both problems, is, if somebody goes to subdivide, and there is not existing lights already there that you already have, then the developer must pay for it.
If there's no lights, they have to put them there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine.
On the portion that they developed.
Yeah, oh yeah, on the portion that they developed.
And that, we sort of get best of both worlds.
So, okay, no,
On the portion they developed.
okay.
Yeah.
So if on an existing road, the subdivision developer would put up lights on that portion.
We can ask them to pay for the lights.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Before we approve the plat, we can ask them to pay for the lights. But if it's gonna create a burden on us, and there's not already lights there, and now it's gonna create a burden because now you're gonna have more traffic down that road, and now the necessity is greater, then have the developer pay for the lights. If the lights ain't already there.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm okay with that. I will put that in the form of a motion. If they go to subdivide and the replat or whatever, the replat or the subdivision is up against an existing road and there is no lights on that road, then the developer, within his plan, we need to give him a bill for those lights. Are y'all okay with that?
I'm good with that.
Are we okay with that?
I think so, Judge.
And I mean, if we need to clarify the language, if they bring something
No,
back.
I think it's clear there, Judge. Looking at this, I understand that this is tied into the motion 2 weeks ago, or I think that's the intent. But I don't think that the court can certainly pass or update the policy.
Mhm. To modify or clarify
Right.
the order.
But I think there's gonna have to be a specific item to address that particular road, those particular lights. This isn't gonna.
And we have items for
If
each one of the
they're on
lights.
here. Okay, if they're on here.
They're on here for each lights. I wanted to separate it. I didn't want to have this conversation as a whole
Right.
for everything because, I think we need to take care of one of the problems first.
Absolutely.
Okay, are we
I
good though?
agree. I think the language is good.
You seconded it, Commissioner?
Second, Judge.
I gave the motion, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Thank y'all. We've done, okay, discussion possible action for VFW to use a courtyard on March 21st, 2026. They're supposed to get us a plan on exactly what's gonna be built out there or what they're gonna use it for. No alcohol will be served, but they usually have like food vendors and stuff like that in order to create, funds for the veterans.
We need an action.
Sir,
Do we need to take action?
we do. I need permission.
Motion approved,
I
Judge.
have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez already. You second.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Flores, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody against, motion carries 5-0. And we've got enough time in case I just gets to where I need to bring it back, I'll bring it back, all right? Item 14, discussion possible action on moving the March 11th, 2026. The meeting, I won't be here March 11th. If y'all want to move it, y'all can move it, or y'all can do it, Commissioner's Court. I appreciate that. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 15, discussion possible action on Valverde County CFC 24-0012 Comstock Water Tank and Vega Verde Waterline Project Construction Budgets. There's another one on here, which is a booster station number 19. I separated it from the other one because there's more talk gonna have to be done on the San Felipe booster station. Carl, on number 15, you presented us with, the budgets and I sent it out to everybody right now, gave it to them. Is there any action that you need on these or just something for informational purposes? Just information?
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all have that sheet, which is this one here. It shows the deal. We did go out, And we have some change orders and some stuff, other stuff here related to the Comstock tank, a couple of gate valves, which we'll get to in a minute. There was a deal on some pipe also on Vega Verde. Vega Verde, there is, the water line, we'll get with the city, I'll get with Greg, on the water line on Vega Verde. We'll need to do that soon.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Y'all have any questions on any one of these? Comstock?
Yeah, the only thing we're showing is just the, later on in the meeting, we got 2 change orders that are pending. But for the Vega Verde water line, after that, you got the 12 grand and a little change remaining in the grant. And the one with Comstock, there'll be about 20 grand and a little change left in the grant after the pending change orders today.
And I'm sure they'll, something, because everything up there is old, or something up there we'll probably end up using it on
We got
anyway.
a little cushion to use those funds.
No action needed on number 15. 16, discussion possible action contract amendment to the Texas Water Development Board regarding Val Verde County flood infrastructure. Commitment number G1001230. Carl, on that one, what'd you need on that one? We're just asking to,
All we were doing there, Judge, is requesting to use those funds for those sirens.
Okay.
To incorporate that into our project.
you gonna be okay with that? All right,
Motion to approve, Judge.
thank you. Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 17, discussion possible action resolution to apply for fiscal year.
Approve, Judge.
Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action to authorize person to request proposals for a booster pump station. Okay.
Item number
Second.
18.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. This is the one in Escondido. We have $355,000 set aside for that already, but we know that last 2 or 3 times that we've gotten prices have been higher than the 355. This go around, since we were denied, we applied for a grant also for this booster station, monies for San Felipe. That grant was denied, and we knew that it was gonna happen because we're not done with some of the other projects. So now we're gonna go ahead and move forward, with these. But I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 19, discussion possible action on San Felipe Booster Station monies to come out of the
Motion to
CFC.
approve, Judge. Item number 19, and the balance to come out of the 2023 tax note.
Okay.
Second.
There is there is a $468,020 difference between the money that we have in the grant and what would need to come out from available appropriations or the tax note. With what we're doing there, there's $32,000 getting it to $500,000. Do you think maybe we kick it up to the $500,000 versus the 468 in case, that way we don't have to come back in case we miss the switch? That work? And because if we don't use the money, it'll go back into the tax note. But if nothing else, we set it aside now because we've already had a couple instances that it's gone up. Commissioner, part of your motion, if you don't mind, instead of setting aside out of the tax note the 468, if you could just round it up to the $500,000. That way we won't have to keep coming to the court.
That'll be part of my motion, Judge, to round it up to 500,000.
And I had a motion,
Second.
Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, discussion possible action approved, Judge. Motion, Commissioner Flores.
Second, that, Judge.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 21, discussion possible action approved, Judge. Have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Second,
Second, Judge.
Commissioner Vasquez.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, sir, please.
On the resolution, it has Commissioner Precinct 1 and Precinct 3 as the previous. It has Martin Wardlaw and Bowen Edelton on the resolution.
Okay. Can we change that before we get, Can we get that changed,
Yes, I'll send it to your office.
if you don't mind? Okay?
Okay.
That'll work. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion possible action requesting authorization to apply.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, they got that one right. All right. Did we take a vote? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, move on to item 23, discussion possible action.
Second.
Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 24, discussion possible.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 25, there's some changes, some typos, so if you'll give us an opportunity to read them. Discussion possible action on approving Alvin East Stock Contractors Change Order Number 1, increasing the contract amount by $16,186 total. Valverde County CFC 24-0012 Comstock Water Tank change orders to approve and replace 2 existing 6-inch gate valves not to be electric poles. Funding to come out of grant. So the change is for $16,186 and it is for 2 existing gate valves not to be.
Motion to approve, Judge, item number 25.
Second. Item, motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 26, discussion possible action on approving Core and Main's change order number 1, increasing the contract amount by $12,138 for Valverde County CFC. Thank you.
Second, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, discussion possible action on approving the purchase of a 16-foot dump trailer from Art Wright for $15,269.69. And we do have an estimate on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 28, discussion possible action on approving the following Tony Foss.
Item number 28.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. The janitorial service, for all of that, I think it's good that we're adding it to our books or whatever. But Casa Belong and the Veterans Office, I'm concerned, and we had this conversation about liability because now we're paying for janitorial services. And I'm not talking bad about the janitorial service that we have. I just have a concern because, those offices are somebody else's. It isn't, they're not ours. I just don't want the liability.
It may be better to amend the contracts so that we can address those concerns, Judge, versus just adding it like this, because I don't know if the janitorial service is going to come during working hours. I know some offices, most offices, they do it during the workday, but we're really not specific here, especially in light of the fact that there may be some liability issues.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I think it's a good thing to go do it. I'm concerned that they're taking care of other people that are not going to be ours.
Right.
So there's services once a week. They're only going to be coming one day a week. That is it.
Yeah, but it's a little different than when they're coming in to just take care of a county operation or building. This, for example, these entities, they probably deal with some confidential information, and who's watching the service when they're in there? What are the parameters?
I'm a little bit scared.
So it may be better, in my opinion, to revisit those contracts with those entities to make sure that it's covered in there. Because at the end of the
So
day.
we could do everything at the Tony Foss Center, we have a bid for.
Mhm.
Can we take out Casa and Belong and the veterans? That way y'all can figure out when the cleaning is gonna happen.
And like I said, we want to protect their confidentialities. People going in there rumbling through, to an office. I know, for example, in my office, we have a lot of confidential information.
And Judge, just to be transparent, they weren't requesting that service. They're high traffic areas.
Right.
I wanted to keep it clean. Now, me and Ms. Melissa walked over the buildings last week, and I did address with them as far as the confidential material, and they said they have no problem with whoever it is going in there once a week. But I did ask them that question. They got everything locked up.
And that's a great conversation to have. I just think now we need to memorialize it
Yes.
in the contract. That way, if something goes awry, it's addressed in
In the
writing.
contract.
Exactly.
So do you wanna do everything at the Tony Foss Center except where Casa and Belong you're at?
Yes, sir, until we figure out.
And then
Yes, sir.
we can come back with an amended contract.
Yeah.
That will address the concerns that
Other
have been
issues.
expressed here.
So, And, no, and with Casa Belong and other, I mean, it's not on the agenda, but we'll also have to talk about their internet at some point.
Right.
Is that your motion, just to take out Casa and Belong?
Yes, sir.
Okay, leave everything else in, and you have a price for that already?
Yes, I do.
We had a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Okay. Are we good?
Judge, we went from 3 because you had included the veterans and now we backed off the veterans. So-
Well, I think the veterans, he has on here Casa and Belong,
Okay.
so I don't even know that it's on here.
Yeah.
That's how come when I looked back down on it, it said it was Casa and Belong.
Perfect.
Commissioner Vasquez motion, Commissioner Flores second, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Item 29, discussion possible action for approval to declare the following items as surplus properties and designate.
Percentage.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. Item 30, discussion possible action on approving an agreement with AEP, for installation. Yeah. Let me see.
Thank you.
Carlos, can you put that up? You want to explain the order that we just passed? What is what?
30?
Between here's a dollar store. This little area here, between here and here, is what Gustavo Flores has replanted. Between here and here. Okay. This, Gustavo Flores does own, but there's no replat on this, just on this area right here. So, with what we just passed, if any of these lights, he was putting new lights, then the developer would have to, pay for it. That makes sense? But, again, from here to here is what, Gustavo Flores is replanted. All these lights here are existing lights. And we can go over one by one. There's one item that says 37. When we get down to 37, you'll see that they're listed in there. There's another number beside. This light right here is a new light, but it's not on the track that he is replanting. So, just so you all understand. We had a replat come by, Gustavo Flores had replatted from here to here. So the order that we just passed a little while ago, if these lights here that are in the green were new lights, you would have to, the developer, whoever the developer is, would have to pay for them. They are not new lights, up here you can tell whether, the green are, existing lights, the yellow are new lights. These that are in yellow, and this one are all new lights. But there is no development that has been passed by this court of replat across the street or on that property. That makes sense?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
We have 6 listed here as new, which is the yellow.
Mhm.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
yellow. So where's the 6th one?
The 6th one, I can tell you that when I went out there,
I think it's missing the one that's across the pond at the T of the intersection.
well, I can tell you that I couldn't find it. I went out and actually marked everything that was there.
Uh-huh.
Marked everything that was there, and the yellow lights, I couldn't find the 6th one.
I think the sixth one was the T, isn't it, where you cross the.
Because, my objection last time was that the locations were vague and I didn't understand.
No,
where
no,
they
no,
were.
and that's how come we went out and did the map, Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Come on up here. Yeah, we'll get you to Blake.
Unless it's green.
This
and
one
it's
here,
in
well-
Green.
Yellow.
It's green.
Well,
Oh, that's a topic.
31 and
actually.
34.
That's why I put it like that, 34, 37, that's 3.
No, they're looking at 31 and 34. You have it marked
yeah,
green.
the same one.
For the new lights, these are new
But
lights
it's
that I have.
$98.
Yeah, but
Yep.
this one here,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the one that's probably a new light.
34.
34, yes, I have it.
That duplicate.
Installation of one LED street light.
Mm-hmm.
Installation of this one's 34, is this one,
Mhm.
right? But when you do that, then your count on the green ones are not right. And when I left this morning, I mean, I stopped and worked them.
That's why I put it,
That's
I found that duplicate, yeah.
So that address is actually 2863 Senegas Road. So there's already an existing pole there. Okay. They provided to me as a new light, so it's actually not a new light.
Okay, so I'm counting 10 green flags and
That little alley street there.
5 yellow.
How many do we have here?
So this has 9, but I count 10 green dots. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This one.
These ones are, okay, that's the
Okay.
one.
31
Yeah, I always got,
Like
I
that,
always
but they
got
presented it to
34
me
and
as a new
37.
light. That's why I
Okay.
have it.
34
But
and
it's
37.
not.
Okay.
Mhm.
And this one is the
Okay.
same deal.
This one here, he's got it listed twice, 34 and 37. This one right here,
So it's an existing pole?
34, 37, he listed it twice.
Okay. So then
Yes.
37.3 we don't need because,
Yeah, we can take, yes,
okay,
that work?
that's fine.
Let me make sure that they got it up front. This one here, yeah, the one you're pointing at. So let's scratch off this one here.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, this one here, scratch off the 37, you can just make this 36.
I did,
That work?
yes,
You already scratched it?
yes.
You good with the count? You wanna go one by one, or you wanna go one by one?
I went up there and looked, and I didn't think 30 was very dark of an area. When I was there at night. There's enough ambient light there that, I'll vote for all the others, but not 30.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and, okay. We'll take them one at a time then. 30, discussion possible action on approving an agreement with AEP for the installation of one LED light, street light, transformer, Senegas, for $600 to be funded out of precinct 2. I have a motion on 30.
Motion approved, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Do I have a second? I'll give the second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against?
Aye.
Aye.
You're against it, Commissioner?
Judge, yes, sir.
Motion fails. Item 31, discussion possible action on approving an agreement with AEP for the installation. Well, is there any other ones on there between 31 and 36? That, because, we've answered everybody's question. Can I do 31 through 36, or you want me to read every one of them?
I'm fine with the rest of them.
Okay. Items 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36, I would entertain a motion to accept those.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Do I have a second? I'll give the second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Are y'all voting for it or abstaining?
I'm voting against it, Judge.
Against? Okay. Commissioner Wardlaw? How do you vote?
I'll vote against it.
Commissioner Garcia?
Same.
Okay. Motion fails. I'm gonna make a comment. We did this, we're going against policy, and at some point, does this become a safety issue, Mr. Martinez?
We would probably have to do a study out there, Judge. I mean, I'm certainly not.
Could I file grounds for removal, for these three because of safety concerns through the district court?
Could you?
I guess I could, right?
You could.
Okay.
You absolutely could.
Would this
Whether or not
stand
that
the
would-
test? Because I think we are getting in everybody else's precinct, and this is creating a safety concern. I just think that this has gotten ridiculous. For the three commissioners that are here, we did a map, we brought it, we passed another ordinance concerning streetlights, and then we're still voting against it because now we're trying to aggravate somebody, in my opinion.
If you give me an opportunity, Judge, I can look into whether or not the lighting issue would qualify as a.
If you don't mind, if it qualifies, I will file, for these three to be removed.
Can I make a comment, Judge?
Yes.
No, this is a high traffic
Wait a
road.
minute, wait a minute, he asked.
Well,
He asked
yeah,
to be,
no.
no, he asked.
Judge, I've got lots of property in Valverde. This is the reason I'm voting this way. For transparency, I cannot vote on something, Judge. If I've got property, out in Valverde, yeah, I've wanted lights for a few years now, but I just can't do it to taxpayer, Judge. It's my opinion. I just can't go out there and put lights across from where my properties are located.
But you have them now.
Yeah, there you are.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. But you have them now.
No, they've always been there, Judge. They have always been there.
And these have always been there, all he's trying to do is upgrade them.
Yeah, well, again, that's why I'm voting it, whether it's upgrading or so on, I want to.
And again, when you have property out there that have lights up there, so you're gonna tell me that none of those lights, you've put them up?
Yes, sir, I'm telling you, I'm giving you my word, I have not put up a light
I'd like to
down,
speak too, Judge.
down where my property's at. Yes, sir?
I'd like to speak, Judge.
Because I know I didn't put them up. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm putting up one light at a time in precinct 1.
And they're getting approved. One was approved, all y'all's lights.
Listen, this doesn't work if
Putting
we
them up
talk
one at
over
a
each
time.
other. We need to have the respect, and we all need to be able to speak. Okay,
Yes, sir.
And Commissioner Wardlaw, you're up.
I'm putting them up one at a time. I'm trying to prevent light pollution in precinct 1. And light pollution is an issue in Valverde County. We have a dark sky sanctuary north of here on Devil's River. When I was a kid, you couldn't see from our ranch on Dolan Creek Road, you couldn't see any glow. In the 90s, there started to be a dim glow. Now it's just this huge glow coming off the city of Del Rio. And just putting up lights left and right and everybody moving out into the country and then wanting lights in the country makes no sense. There's no reason for someone to move out into the country and they want to put lights up all out in the country. That's just the way it is. You move out to the country, you're in the dark skies. And putting up lights willy-nilly and going really fast is not the way to go. I believe in putting up one light at a time. I went down there and drove down this road all the way to the T intersection and back. And that's why I said that the light on Finnegan, there was ambient light coming off of number 37 and 31. You could see the whole road. That's why I don't want to put lights where there's not needed lights. And I think going down that road, putting one at a time is the way to go. And then put up the minimum amount, not the maximum and go overboard. Thank you.
Judge, Matt,
Of course. Now you can.
this is a heavy traffic road. It's a safety issue. This is a populated area. We're not talking about the woods out there. There's thousands of people that drive up and down that road. These are lights, existing poles that have been there for many, many years. I did go myself to precinct 2, where Vasquez owns land, and there's one light, one pole, one light, one pole, one light, bunch of lights. Is he taking care of his constituents? I hope he is. Is he taking care of his personal property? I don't know. But my concern is my constituents. That's the only way in and out in Milagro, but this is, Cienegas Road is the only way in and out for the people of Chaparral, Cienegas, and Vega Verde. You're talking about 5,000-6,000 people out there. If they want to go against a safety concern, against those people, whether constituents are hearing and they're listening to this meeting, so good luck to them.
Judge, I think there's a way that this can be looked into, because I know that the term safety concern has been used a lot. It's real easy. We can coordinate with the sheriff's office and see where the accidents are, because the accidents are going to be proof exactly of what y'all are talking about. And if there's a history of accidents, that there should be some evidence of that.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a history of accidents, especially on the corner.
Yes, sir.
On the, where the high fence starts.
Yeah,
And that's where
and
most
we
of
can
the
look at
accidents
that
are.
whole section right there, and like I said, the proof is in the pudding, as they say.
The other thing that I like to state, open court publicly here, they're not hurting me. They don't hurt me one bit. They're hurting the constituents, the people who live out there. They don't hurt me one bit voting against my items.
Okay.
Can
Commissioner Garcia?
I be the last one? I guess I haven't
Well, I don't know if
spoken
you're gonna be the last one.
But I'll be the next one. Okay. So we seem to be talking about the new lights and then refitting the existing lights and getting this confused. I think what we voted on was the new lights, right? So now all of a sudden, it's a safety concern and we need to have 6 new lights. But you know, if this was a safety concern, it's been a safety concern for the last 10 years, okay? I think.
It's got existing lights right
I
now.
didn't interrupt you, sir.
No, but I am interrupting
No,
you
no,
because
no,
there's
no.
lights there. There are already lights there.
Gus, we're gonna be civil.
I'm being civil.
I'm just saying, we're gonna be civil, all right? Both of you. We ain't gonna allow this to turn into a fucking shit show.
I agree.
So we just need to,
Okay. So, so,
I don't need any help, Danny.
so my thing is, if this was a safety concern today, it's been a safety concern for years. Okay? No one is saying that we need these, we don't need these. I think the question was, why now? And then the quantity of them so close together. You look at 32, 35, 36. It seems redundant, and we already have a light number 34. So if you look at 37-1, 37-9, 37-8, they're all within 2 blocks, and there's a heavy congregation of lights, you know, all together, and then we're just adding more to it. And is this quantity of lights necessary for the public good? Okay, I'm not gonna say safety concern. Is this many lights necessary for the public good? Because a lot of people that live on these little streets here, you still have to sleep at night, and you create light pollution. I've had complaints from people in Comstock that the lights are too bright. And one question is, what is the wattage of these lights? Melissa, do you know? Because there's 3 levels that AEP will put out, and levels 2 and 3 are just way too bright for anywhere near residential
I'm
areas.
familiar with the 250 LED, because that's what we usually
Yeah.
upgrade to.
Okay, I think that's the second one. I think there's like a 120.
120
more
and a
residential.
77, there's
Yeah.
a 77 LED.
Yeah. So we're also going to create a problem for the people that live in these streets, you know, this neighborhood here. So it's not personal, it's policy. And while someone may not want it, may not want to accept that, you know, it is what it is. So if you want to file to remove us for voting on policy, fine.
Well, I will tell you that I can't say who to go vote for, but if somebody's gonna vote for a commissioner that sits in precinct 2, take your vote that you would have spent with me and go vote for Bruno. I can't tell you who to go vote for because it's against policy by a judge, but if you're gonna waste your vote and do your vote for a county commissioner that sits in precinct 2, do not vote for me, please. Go vote for somebody else. get me, if you don't mind, get me a list of when the lights were put up on the property in front of Commissioner Vasquez.
Judge, where's that spot you said? Is that by light number 33? Is that where the high fence is that you said there's accidents?
Most of the accidents will happen along the high fence where the duck pond starts. So I know that because when I had the property, that's where most of the accidents happen. When you're looking for accidents and you're looking at, if you're looking,
It's close to number 36.
if you are looking here, if we're concerned about accidents, I can tell you in this area, very few accidents. Starting here to here. And I know that because we're on the duck.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll make the
But I mean,
motion to put in,
we can come back.
I'll make the motion to put in number 33, Judge. Light number 33. Right in the middle, dark area.
Okay, we're gonna leave, we have though, we took items 31 through 36, and there was a motion already that failed. So Commissioner Wardlaw, you'd like to do what now?
Bring back number
Kenna?
30.
Kenna?
It's item number,
Item 33 on the agenda, discussion possible action on approving an agreement with AEP for the installation of one LED light and transformer at Senegas Road before Duck Pond and right side at $710 to be paid out of precinct 4.
and that's number 33 on the map, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one light in a dark area. Start there. See
I
what's like.
have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw. I'll give the second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody
Aye.
against? Commissioner Vasquez, how do you vote?
Against, Judge.
Commissioner Garcia?
Same.
Okay, that one does pass 3-2. Items 31 through 36 fail. Item 37, why don't we wait to figure out, you said you were gonna come back. We can do a safety deal.
Yes, Judge.
So item 37, we're gonna leave alone.
Probably need a motion to table it then.
Motion to table.
Motion to table.
Commissioner Vasquez, a motion to table. Second. I'll give the second. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 38, discussion.
Can I make a statement? And real quick, and it's very important. I mean, it's something that they're not seeing.
I would hate to keep throwing rocks.
No, I'm not gonna throw rocks. I'm just gonna state that Kinnigan Road is more like a boulevard. It's 90% business people that live or they conduct business off that road. There are very few homes. So those lights are needed. They are needed. It's a big, big safety concern. Heavy traffic. There's been a lot of accidents on Johnson intersection, on Finnegan, there by Bassey, right in front of Dollar General, the Duck Pond. Y'all can ask Mr. Lopez. I mean, this is very important. This is very serious, what's taking place here, and I want to thank the judge.
That's enough. That's enough. Okay, we still got to get on and go on to item 38. Discussion possible action on approving an estimate for the installation of a submersible pump at the Fairgrounds water well. Total cost for work and labor is $7,720.27. Commissioner Wardlaw, you just want this for information, or do you want us to vote on it, or what?
I just put it up there for transparency. Let the people know that I'm, what I'm doing at the fairgrounds, and that'll save us some
Money
city
on
water money and all that. That well, but it just went out on us, and
I guess at the end of the day, this will come out of Fairgrounds money, probably.
yes, it's gonna come out of fairgrounds.
You don't need to take any action, it's just for information, right?
Right.
Okay. Item 39, discussion possible action on approving a lease between Valverde County and Del Rio Babe Ruth Little League on behalf of Leroy Briones to use Alcoa Babe Ruth Field. Have a motion?
Motion to approve, Judge.
Have a second?
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 40, discussion possible action on the revision of preliminary plat for Armstrong subdivision out of Los Campos Unit 4 unrecorded subdivision, block 11, lot 18.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. This application was presented to me by Dirksen Engineering, and the owner of this is Armstrong. His name is Stanley Armstrong. This is on Los Campos, which is classified as a non-recorded subdivision, so this is technically a plat. They're putting in dividing up to 8 acres into 5 and 3. There's an existing house on one of them. At this moment, because this is a plat, this is a preliminary approval. We'll still have pending the services on the second lot that they're gonna be creating. I don't know if you have any questions on this one. This is located in precinct 3.
Commissioner Garcia, you okay with this?
Yeah. Carlos and I discussed this a couple days ago, and I'm in agreement with approving it.
Okay, is that a motion?
Yes.
A motion, Commissioner Garcia, do I have a second? Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 41, discussion possible action on revision of plat, replat, modifying lot 45 of Ranchos Los Venados and 3.00 acres. This item is still to be presented to Amistad Land Use and Zoning for approval.
Motion to approve pending approval by Amistad Land Use.
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Garcia, second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Item 42, discussion possible action on request for approval to use county purchasing credit card to purchase breakfast tacos for a monthly veterans workshop. Before we get into this, dollar amount.
I met with Matt yesterday, and we agreed that $100 cap would be appropriate.
Per event?
Yes, sir. At the most. I don't anticipate it'll be that much, but.
Okay, I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Item 43, Human Resource Monthly Report from here.
Motion to approve, Judge.
Thank you.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second, Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. You're up. Approving bills for payment. Our motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report. Motion, Commissioner Flores, second.
Second.
Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 46, discussion possible action on following certification of revenue. We have none. You're doing good. Item 47, discussion possible action on following budget adjustments. We have none. Vasquez. Item 48, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A551.071.2, attorney-client privilege, B551.071.1, contemplated litigation, C551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property and possible action of possession thereafter, D551.073, regarding negotiated contract, lease, or value of real property, possible action in open session thereafter, E551.076, regarding security advice, security audits, and security personnel. Y'all will give us room, we'll go to the bathroom, and then we will go into executive session. All right, there we are, lights on. Time is not 10:35. Come back from executive session. Commissioners' comments. County judges' comments. The only thing I want to say is congratulations to Comstock. Thank you. They did a good job. And then if you will keep us informed, Commissioner, on how the rest of their season goes.
They're playing Friday somewhere near San Antonio. They have a spirit bus they're thinking about organizing. So if anybody is interested, please contact Comstock High School.
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
Oh,
They'll be
awesome.
playing this Friday.
That is awesome. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion
Motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Do I have a second? Second. Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Meeting's adjourned. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.